How's it going? Are you ready for the day? Are you ready for real estate? Are you ready for like what do you think is happening in the world of real estate? Like I am uh I have my own predictions. For those of you that are just joining, I do this every Friday. I've been going live on Instagram every single Friday at 9:05 a.m. since the pandemic. I would go live often, but not consistent. So this is my time stamp. Next Friday, the 13th. Oh, I'm in a whole new month. The 13th, I'm teaching the ABR in person, but you can come see me in person on the 14th in Downers Grove. So I'm gonna go live a different day. We'll figure that out. So the 13th, yeah, I can go live on the 20th. It'll just be later in the day. So, again, thank you for joining me on Instagram. I am also live on YouTube. Yeah, might as well share that, right? So, I'm live on YouTube. Does it let me share? And by the way, for those of you that have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, you can go to the link in my bio. I want you to join me on YouTube. I have goals. I'm going to share. Now, tell me if you can still hear me because I just got a phone call. So, tell me if you can still hear me okay. So tell me, are we still good? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Are we good? Because I hate to have to restart this over on Instagram. So let me know. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Okay, great. So so basically you can kind of tell that I can't even say that I'm frazzled. I'm just, I had to prepare this morning to have this discovery call with the trademark department. And at first I was so nervous, but I'm like, you know what, at this point in my life, I'm 53 and I just needed to do my own research, figure this out, and at least figure out what the discovery is. We're just actually meeting to find out what they want, when I need to turn things in and work with the other brokerage. We are CARMARC. And the other company is Mark, MARC, all commercial, not even in our MLS. So I think at the end of all of this, we will be okay. So anyway, here we are, Coffee with Carrie live, pretty much in two places. And grab your notebook. You all know I am a true note taker, and I'm ready for the day. So grab your notebook. Let's have a conversation around, are you ready? Are you prepared for new listings? Because I think there's going to be a shift. Tell me in the chat, for those of you that are watching me live. For those of you that, first of all, tell me where you're watching from, and then tell me, how is it going in your marketplace? How's it going in your marketplace? Click the paper airplane and invite a friend. How's it going in your marketplace? Are you feeling like, oh, that's not what I want to do. Are you feeling like the market has shifted? Because I could literally go and look at my marketplace, and I can tell you that I've seen that the market is shifting in our marketplace. So in the world of real estate, and for those of you that are like, Carrie, how long have you been married? It's 12 years. 12 years. So 12 years married. You're like, oh, okay. So anyway, I digress. Let's get into this. So I really call this the coming real estate market, or like the coming wave of listings. In the world of real estate, we have seen ups and downs in our marketplace. I am the data person. I'm the person that looks at data almost every single day. Do I leverage AI to read the data? Yes. But can I read the data on my own? Yes. If you're in my market, I'm talking about data on the 14th. So as I'm talking to you, I'm logging into my MLS. I can also tell you that I'm also licensed in Florida, and I can look at their data. Truly, the world of real estate, I believe that there's a shift and it's coming. And I think it's going to come faster than you think. If you listen to Dr. Lauren Schoen, he is the chief economist for the National Association of Realtors. And maybe around May, he said 2 years. I think that, after the election, we're going to see a shift. And in the world of real estate, in the world of business, after there's an election, after there's a Super Bowl, people decide if they're going to buy or sell. Now, the pandemic was a little bit different when it comes to real estate. It kind of changed some things. So, and I'm even looking at my market. I'm looking at my market, like 2013 is the year. So in the world of real estate, let's get back to it. We have up and down markets, buyer, seller, and stable markets. We have already started seeing properties sit on the market a little bit longer. Is this you? Is this any of you? Interest rates, prices are still going up. Has anyone seen prices go up in your market? And I have to say, not only are they still going up, inventory is still low, but interest rates are still around 7%. Check with your lender to get your most updated data on interest rates, because I'm not a lender. I don't play one. I don't play one on TV. I don't pretend to be one. It's not my expertise, but I'm pretty good with FHA. So since the 90s, grab your notebook if you're taking notes. The housing market has experienced cycles of boom, bust, and recovery, influenced by factors like interest rates, economic conditions, supply and demand. Some of you remember the imbalance of the around 2008. And I'm looking at my market right now to give you an example. Around 2000, here, I'll go to what market, what month are we? September. So I'll look at August 2008 in Northern Illinois. We had 669,000 properties on the market at the end of that year. And at the end of the 12 months now, August 2024, only 16,000. So inventory is low. So we've seen the imbalance 2008, and then all of us, we started to stable out maybe a little bit in 2013, where there was, just as many buyers as sellers, maybe. So typically, if you're taking notes, it takes 18 months to 3 years for a seller's market to transition to a stable market. I think it's going to be a little bit sooner. Assuming there are no more disruptions, like we had COVID, we were actually in a stable market March 16, 2020. We had a stable market. And if I were to look at my data and I were to go back to 2020, there were 44,000 properties on the market. And, buyers and sellers, people were selling houses, people were buying houses. Then the pandemic hit, and depending on which state you're in, some real estate agents couldn't even show houses. Some of y'all didn't shut down. But we saw people pause, and then all of a sudden, the interest rates went down. I truly believe if interest rates were never dropped as low as they were dropped, we would be in a stable market. So whoever made that decision, sometimes I want to be in the room when they start to talk. I might need ChatGPT to, translate. Anyway, I truly believe we would not be where we are today. So what does this mean for all of you as a real estate agent? Number one, you ready? Keep marketing, keep doing business as usual. Right now, we have the NAR settlement. We have the DOJ is still, out here. Some of you need to go read the Crain's magazine update. And there's an article that talks about NAR taking this all the way to the Supreme Court. What if the DOJ says they don't want the seller to have to pay buyer compensation through an agreement, through the listing marketing agreement? It doesn't mean that the seller can't pay it, because right now we're using an addendum anyway. Some of you just need to use the addendum. So keep marketing business as usual. Don't just jump out of the real estate market. I'd rather you go work at Starbucks. Let me say it differently. I'd rather you go work somewhere where you have some flexibility, where you have the ability to say yes or no, I don't have to work. Some flexibility. Number two, post on social media sharing market updates. Tell the consumer, what's changing. Remember, I told you in a previous live, I want you to blog once a week on LinkedIn using AI, once a week on LinkedIn. And if I could get all of you to post on social media every single day for 30 days straight, so number three is be the go-to person on buyer tips based on the NAR settlement for 30 days. And then the next 30 days, be the go-to agent for sellers, explaining the process. Now, for the 30 days, you could toggle, like you could say, like I just did one on, if you are someone that wants to buy in Illinois, you have to sign an agreement, not a showing agreement. There are companies out there that are writing their own showing agreements, but our license law says that we are designated agents and we are held to a standard of practice where there are certain things we must do once you are deemed to be the agent working with that buyer. So you have to have an exclusive agreement, a non-exclusive agreement if you are a buyer's agent. It is what it is. Can you be a dual agent? Yes. There is no such thing in Illinois as a showing agreement. You can argue with me if you want. Just go to Illinois License Law Act and you read it yourself. Control F that thing. Dump it into ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT to prove it to you. Google Gemini. It is not a thing in Illinois. If someone is telling you they're making one, we've even discussed it. We've even talked about it. What would that look like? Would that create how do I want to say this? Would that create an idea of thinking that agents can just go show one and done without getting to the level of agency? Because in Illinois, it is designated agency, and that's how it's been for years. In Florida, I have a showing agreement. So I want you to, again, number one, business as usual, keep marketing. Number two, post on social media sharing your market updates 30 days straight. And number three, be the go-to person on buyer tips based on the NAR settlement. You can go watch Caremark Realty, CARMARC, one word, CARMARC Realty. That's where I'm making the updates. And I'm tagging myself in my Carrie Jo Little, and I'm going to eventually release them. So they'll be here as well. But I am posting them there on purpose because I'm doing 30 days of post. And by the way, don't make it up and don't violate license law, because I'm watching some of the agents post, and some of you are just saying things and you need to go read. Go read. I'd rather you go use ChatGPT and then put in the NAR facts.realtor, not facts.realtor.com. It is facts.realtor, period. And then I want you to go create 30 posts on working with buyers and sellers. And it can be every other day that you toggle. Or 60 days. And if you're like, ooh, that feels like a lot, you got this. Because I'm also doing 30 days on why you need AI. So again, number one, keep marketing business as usual. Where are you marketing? Who are you marketing to? Business as usual. Number two, post on social media, sharing market updates. And number three, be the go-to person on the NAR settlement. I want you to be the go-to person. Don't wait for someone to ask you. And by the way, please don't be that agent that calls up an agent saying, what's the compensation? And then you get mad when they say, per the seller, please use the agreement. Write it with your offer with an agreement. Could be already in the contract. Don't get frustrated. The seller just doesn't want to share their hand. So number three is be that person. Number four, keep mailing to your sphere of influence. And let me tell you why. Most of you know that I manage an office. I think I should go look. I'm going to go look. Let me tell you how many agents I have. So number four, keep mailing to your sphere of influence. Oh, it's already here. Office. So I have 15 plus, because I got two IDs, 15, 16, 17, 18 agents in my office. So as of today, I have 18 agents. And my point is my goal is to get our agents to sell real estate. And Mark. Sphere of influence, number four. Why? Because, and I recommend every single month right now, September 2024 through June 2025. If I can convince you to do that for the rest of your career, you're winning. But if I'm telling you your sphere of influence, it could be 50 people, it could be 30 people, it could be your favorite top people, it could be 10. I need you to mail, because they will eventually call you. And I just actually went on a listing appointment. I went on a listing appointment on Tuesday at 1:00 and not ready to sell, but it's going to sell. And I've gone on a couple. A friend, I went on another listing appointment, and one day I'll share that story. Sometimes we don't always work with the people that we think love us. So anyway, those four things. And when I say mail to your sphere of influence and you're like, I don't know what to mail. If you literally said your first mailer was just the data. And if I were to go to, let me see. I'm going to use the city I'm going to use a neighboring city, because if I use the city I grew up in, I got to go to the MLS. Oh, I am so doing this. I need to move this because I keep using the wrong keyboard, and that is not what we want. So here it is. So here, if I were to convince you to do this every single month, and I'm going to share it with you, I'm going to show you every single month. And I'm looking at Carol Stream, Illinois. And the data is July 2024. In a few days, we will have August. And then I'm going to go down to July 2013. Some of you feel like this, I'm a broken record, but I promise you, if you do this, someone's going to call you because that's why they called me. So, and I mail to my sphere and I mail to Mark's sphere. And again, remember, I have 18 agents, including myself. So there are days, I always say it, like if I just stopped managing and just went back to real estate, I'd probably make more money. So in Carol Stream, and I'm going to share this with you and I'm going to literally show you the prompt for those of you that are like, okay, Carrie, if you are in my membership on Saturday, I'm teaching a class on your 21 days to success, even though I'm telling all of you 30. 21 days is where I'm doing my once a month power hour. Yeah, I'll make it available to everyone else later for a nominal fee. So here we go. Let me show you Carrie's prompts for data lead generation. And I used Broadview, but I'm pulling up Carol Stream. Here we go. And for those of you that are on YouTube, I'm just going to share my screen. Oh, lost it. Oh, here it is. Share my screen, and then I'm going to hold my phone up to show all of you. Okay. So this is the prompt. And this is the prompt. This is not hidden. This is not a secret. This can work for all of you, even if you are not in the membership. The people in the membership, it's just there for you. But this is the prompt that I created. And it is literally the city, my information, and a lead capture form, which happens to be Cloud CMA. And here's the data for Broadview, Illinois. Because Broadview, Illinois is a recent add to our multiple listing service with InfoSparks, I had to go get the median sales price and the data from 2013. So literally, when I say mail every single month, you could use this prompt to compare and contrast the data, or the easy button is just mail the July data and break out a highlighter and highlight July up here at the top. Then I want you to highlight the median sales price here. And then I want you to highlight the average market time. And then I want you to highlight how many houses were on the market at the end of the month. 22. Then I also want you to do the same thing for 2020, 2013. So look at the median sales price. You're like, wait a minute, Carrie, what are you doing? This one. So watch. I'm going to have to shrink it because it's too big. So here I am looking at two different data sets. There's median sales price for 2013, and there's median sales price for 2024. It took 22 days for average market time in 2024, 88 days in 2013. If you literally just mailed these two reports and old school, find a Post-it note and stuff envelopes, someone is going to eventually call you. I cannot say this enough, that if you just did this, you will do better than the average real estate agent, because I already know that there are agents out there that don't work. And remember, at the beginning, I said business as usual, keep marketing every single month. And then I'm telling all of you that I want you to do this every month to your sphere of influence or the top people in your database. Because if you made a decision to do this, here, I'll go back to that prompt, because you're like, oh, I want a screenshot of that. If you literally did this every single month for the rest of your career, you will always have business. There's the LinkedIn blog, same information, and there's the social media post. Screenshot, LinkedIn. There's absolutely no reason why you can't do the business of real estate. People are getting out of the business and they're stressed out. Why? People are stressed out because they want real estate to happen easy. They want the easy button, and social media made it easy. And right now, there are more real estate agents in many markets than there are their inventory. Because remember, I just told you in my market, inventory now is what, 16,000, and back in 2008 it was 100,000. So if you want to successfully do the business of real estate, you have to be consistent in work. And I will tell you, if I were to go to the data, here, let me. There is an agent that did 86 transactions in the month of August. Oh, you don't believe me? There are 86 agents. That means 86 transactions that this agent in my market did. Non-member is just probably no agency. 86 listings. You're probably like, how in the world? Maybe working with a builder. You can go do your own research. But just first of all, this is 1 month. So if you're like, Carrie, it's not working for me, you need to do something different. You need to reimagine your business. You need to reimagine what real estate looks like. You need to do this differently and better. And I truly believe you can. That is my motivation for the day. You need to do this better, and you can. It is, how bad do you really want it? And are you willing to put in the work? And consistency and time will make all of the difference. So again, I'm going to give you those tips again, and then I'm going to say what you should know today. Number 1, keep marketing business as usual. Number 2, post on social media sharing market updates. And you could also transition that into direct mail, email marketing, LinkedIn. Number 3, be the go-to person on buyer tips and seller tips based on the NAR settlement. If I could convince you to post every day for the next 30 days on a buyer tip, if you have no ideas, ChatGPT it, Google Gemini, Perplexity, Copilot, go say, give me 30, write this down, create 30 buyer tips based on working in this new market based on the NAR settlement in a table view with a title, a video description, a post description, and some hashtags. You will have enough content. And if I literally have that in right now, let's go see home buying tips. Oh, that's not it. Yesterday, was this it? Oh, no, that's not it. Real estate marketing tips. Nope, that's not it. Oh, I'd have to come in here. Oh, why can't I find my tips? Coffee with Carrie. So anyway, if I were to go scroll through this, here it is, buyer consultation tips. I knew I could find it. It is literally, I literally have I asked for, to ChatGPT to give me like a side-by-side report, and I have 30 tips with a title, a video description of 60 seconds or less, and then I have a post description and hashtags in a table view. You got this. There you go. So somebody's already doing the research. I can't see. She's with a new construction builder. That changes everything. But if I were to keep going down the list of people that are doing real estate, if I were to go back to Market View, there are some people that did 12 transactions in August. There are some people that did 20 transactions. So again, you might not be able to keep up with that, but there's enough business for all of us. So what should you know today? If you have questions, throw them in the Q&A. For real estate agents, this market cycle means you must adapt your strategy. So reimagine the market shift, or reimagine how you work. For a real estate agent who is consistently marketing to their sphere of influence and posting on social media, shifting market conditions will work in your favor, because once the market shifts, you're going to be the go-to person. This is why I said 30 days straight. Even if you're like, Carrie, after 30 days, I'll go to once a week or twice a week, you will have enough content that you could repurpose to your story, that you could repurpose to YouTube Shorts, that you could repurpose to Facebook, that you could put in a direct mail piece and people could scan the QR code and they could find your whole list of updates. You will be the go-to person because you've been creating the content. Regular engagement with your audience on social media. This is what you need to know now, because you want to be the go-to person. You want to be the knowledgeable expert. during the shifts. You can use your platforms to educate. I just told you that. Offering advice, and advice could be that you're going to say during, right now, some of you might be thinking about selling. If you're on the fence, that's okay. Today, I'm in TJ Maxx and I'm giving you the 5 things I think you should do when you're preparing your home for the market. Number 1, we need to change all the bedding. You love your bedding, you live in your house, but if you have not been that person like HGTV or looking at a new construction property, we need to get your house there. So let's put in some color. Like, you can make it fun. Anyone like to shop? Let's see. Be consistent with presence on your social media, because you'll be the go-to person, and it'll help you attract leads, and it will help you convert opportunities even when the market shifts. Because I truly believe after the election, do I have an opinion? Yes, I do. But I do believe after the election, we're going to see a shift. So what can you do today? Remember, lead generation only works if you work. Lead generation only works if you work. So if you keep hoping for leads, it's just that, hope. Keep hope alive. No, you got to work. And, it's like, faith without works is dead. It is, if I just hope and dream that something's going to happen, it's a dream. You have to put in the work to make it happen. So here's some things you can do. Number 1, mail data to your marketplace. Number 2, leverage AI every single day. If you watch myself and my sister, Dr. Blasey, we are posting about AI every single day. Through today, we gave you tips on what AI is. Number 3, post on social media every day for the next 30 days. And again, use AI if you need help. Number 4, be the giver of information to become the go-to person for leads. Let me say that again. Be the giver of information to be the go-to person for leads. Number 5, reach out to your sphere of influence. You might have to text, email, and pick up the phone. And what do I mean? Hey, Nicole, it's Carrie. It's been a while. I know, I've been working on real estate with my clients, but I'd love to catch up. Let's, what are we doing this weekend? What are you doing this weekend? Let's grab some coffee. Maybe let's go to happy hour. What can we do to catch up? Some of you need to just reach out to your sphere of influence, not just with a mailing. And number 6, your business is in the follow-up. Your business is in the follow-up. So I shared with you, it's crucial for you to adapt. Consistent marketing and social media presence are essential to staying top of mind. Even if you are like, Carrie, I never want to do real estate, and you might have a different market. You might be someone that renovates. You might be someone that flips. You might be someone that only works with buyers. You might be the person that only works with first-time buyers. You might be someone that works with buyers, but you want to shift to listings. It can happen. You just have to be consistent and put in the work and believe that it can happen quickly. You have to believe it. You might even have to, write on your mirror, dry erase marker. Number 2, sharing market updates and buyer tips, especially in the light of the NAR settlement right now, is important. And agents must know and follow the law. And then 3, lead generation only works if you put in the work. So use AI, regular posting on social media, engage with your sphere of influence through mails, calls, and follow up, and encourage your sphere of influence to follow you on social media. That's what you need to do. They're watching. And when I tell you they watch, when I went to that listing appointment, the homeowner was like, Carrie, I couldn't find your business card. And then I got your mail again. So I mail, and then my business card, this is Mark's, goes in the mail. Every week I brought Mark back to working with expired properties. So he's been mailing consistently. I've been mailing for him, but I put his card in. I'm like, please answer the phone. Please, please, please answer the phone, even if you don't want to answer the phone. So an agent that is proactive, leveraging technology and AI, if you remain consistent, you can find success even as the market shifts, even though some of you are like, Carrie, I don't know what to do. I need to go get a job. Look, if you're broke, don't wait. Go get a part-time job. I don't care if you drive for Uber. I don't care if you drive for Lyft. Go do something so you can have income. Even if you're like, maybe I just need to work on a team. What can you do to generate income while you're learning the business? Maybe you're going to go work for a real estate company. Maybe you're going to go work for a commercial company. Maybe you're going to go work in property management while you learn more about real estate. Maybe you're going to take classes if you can. The accredited buyer representative course right now is at no cost. So you need to go find it. Even if you don't move on to the designation, you can go take that at no cost. I'm teaching it September 21st and 28th. It is sold out already, 2 Saturdays in a row. We're going to work on 2 more Saturdays or maybe in the evening. And then September 14th, I'm talking all about data. I'm going to show you how to lead generate with AI and data in Downers Grove. All my links are in my bio. If you are watching live, you can literally go to, let's see, let me see what my link tree is. It is, let me tell you, my link tree is literally linktr.ee, linktr.ee/Carrie, CARRIEJO Little. There you go. Do I have any questions? For those of you that are on YouTube, let me hop over to YouTube really quick. See if I have questions on YouTube. If you have questions on Instagram, my goal is to get you to use that little question mark at the bottom of the screen. You do not have to, but if you do, I will see it faster. Let's go see any questions on YouTube. All right. I don't see any questions on YouTube. So thanks for watching me here live. I'm going to try to go live every time I do Coffee with Carrie. And then Dr. Mina and I go live on Sunday morning, somewhere between 8:30 a.m. and 9 a.m. Central. All right. So we're going to hop back.